Hello everyone and welcome to Chat with Nene Alice. If this is your first time tuning in to Chat with Nene Alice, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to send in your comments. Viewers, also please note that we have a notification bell at the side of this page that you can just click on so that you'll be the very first person to know whenever we post any new video. Today we have in our studios Emmanuel Lavalie, and Emmanuel is a young creative. He is a creative and social entrepreneur. He is also the founder and executive director for the Imperi Foundation that works on agriculture and education. He is also a business development specialist for the Elba Foundation, and he used to be my colleague at the British Council. So I'm happy to have him here today, and we're going to talk about how you can be a creative in Sierra Leone, or how you paddle your way through being a creative in the Sierra Leone entertainment industry. So welcome, Emmanuel. Do you want to say a few words about yourself before we go straight into the conversation?
Oh yeah, sure. Thank you very much, Chat with Nene Alice, for this opportunity. I have been following the work that you guys have been doing here, and it has been so impressive and amazing. This is a huge opportunity for me to be on the platform, so I am grateful. Well, I am Emmanuel Lavalie. I am a married man, and then I have 3 beautiful daughters. So mostly I call myself a man among women.
It's a pleasure having you here, Emmanuel. So let's go straight into the conversation. We've been talking about creativity, innovation, and all of that. Sometimes we tend to not understand what that really is, because it's a whole career for people. But can you please let us know, what is it if somebody says he or she is a creative?
So the term itself, creative, is really huge, but basically means someone that can use their imagination, to create something new. It can be an idea, it can be a content, it can be a product.
Okay. So in other words, creatives are also content creators.
Oh yes. So basically, in terms of entertainment, when we say creatives, mean people are into the film industry, music industry, fashion, visual arts, dance. So
Yes,
all of
vloggers.
these, yes,
Vloggers, they are all parts of the creative
creatives.
industry.
Yeah.
Okay. So I also want you, to let viewers know maybe a little bit about your story being a creative.
Okay, so I started my journey in a very small town called Moriba Town, based in Imperi Chiefdom, Bondi Street. From my humble beginning, I came to Freetown to pursue university degree at Farabi College, and then I was, offering a module called TV film production. So that is where it all started. I love being behind the camera to direct a lot, and so just from that experience, I just felt that this is my space. This is somewhere that I find joy. It is something that naturally I feel the passion to do. So that brought me into the creative industry as a filmmaker.
So have you ever produced a film before?
Yes, I have produced 5 commercial films and over 12 documentary films.
Do you want to just name them so that we, viewers can maybe want to check them out to see?
Yes. So my first film is called The Avengers. The second one is The Change. The third one is Blazer. And then the fourth and fifth, which are sequels, it's the also 1 and 2.
Good. So have you ever, received accolades for any of those? Like
Yes.
an award, or a special recognition for the role you played in those particular movies?
Oh yes, but that is for my documentary film called Breaking the Silence.
Okay.
which is an investigative research firm on the impact of multinational companies on the communities where they operate. So basically the purpose of the film was to give voice to communities, who are going through some negative impacts with these companies. And then of course, most of them are afraid to come forward and speak about it. So I have to make that film because I came from a mining community myself, and I see a lot of these issues coming up every other day. So I decided to be the one to give them the voice that they want.
Okay, so have you partnered with women creatives, or because most times when people talk about the entertainment industries, from my point of view, it seems as if it's dominated by men. So how will you assess the the input or the impact women have also created in the creative industry?
For all of my projects that I have done personally, I have partnered with all used female in all of them. And basically myself, I am a father of 3 beautiful girls. So it is for me a mandatory process to make sure that women are included in everything that I do. Okay, so even when I was at British Council as the project manager for arts and creative economies, most of the people that benefited from the works that we did at BC while I was there, we are mostly female people, and then some male along the way. But I make sure that everything that I do as a creative have something to do with women.
Okay. So the other thing I want to know about is, do you want to share an experience of a time where you placed all your skills and knowledge in developing something and you got it 100%?
Well, I think I have to.
You have spoke about your documentary.
Yes. So I want to bring 2 scenarios here. I think one has to be from a family setup, and then one with the creatives. So my first big decision that I made and I got it right was marrying my wife. And I think it is something that I'm really grateful to God for, because he gave me a partner that supports me in everything that I do, and it's a very, very great choice that I made. And then of course the second one was the opportunity to work for British Council as a project manager for arts and creative economies. When I was coming up as a creative, one of the challenges I had was access to opportunities, as a creative, to grow, to improve myself, whether education-wise or funding. So when God placed me in the position to be able to help others, it was really, really magnificent, because what I wasn't able to get, I was able to give to other people.
Okay, so now I want to turn it around. As a creative, I know there are good times and there are bad times. So I just want you to share some of those bad times, sometimes when you put in all your best and you don't get the results that you want.
Oh yes, and that happens with my second film, The Change. When we launched Avengers in 2010, the success was really huge, but we failed to do the due diligence to produce our second film. So we just rushed into it, and at the end of the day, the film didn't sell that much. Neither did it get the kind of reception that we are looking for from the public.
Yes, as a filmmaker in this part of the world, what about, do you have issues with copyright?
Oh yes, a lot of it. First of all, one major issue we have with copyright issues starts with not even having a film policy in the first place that is enacted, neither a film act. So it is really a major issue. Piracy is all over the place. Even if you catch a pirate, you take them to a police station, they will tell you, here is the law, that we can use to prosecute this person.
Mm.
And because the presently the Copyright Act that we're using is something that they took from South Africa. And South Africa is way advanced than us. Okay, so we are still on our baby steps. So we needed to create something that kind of resonates with our own industry. See, so when we copied something from people who are far away from us, it becomes a whole new problem to the industry. So when you take these people to the police station, they end up leaving them to go because you have nothing on them at the end of the day.
Okay, so what actions have you put in place, to ensure that with this government we will be able to have, a film policy, or preferably a film act of parliament?
We have worked on the policy and the act. The draft is already available, and we've sent copies to Parliament and also to the office of the president. We are so happy that the First Lady herself was a creative. So we thought we can use that avenue to get these things done. But it has been 5 years plus now, and nothing has been done. So that's the whole challenge.
I think you should keep pushing so that you get it done.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, Emmanuel, aside from this, I also realize that you are into other things like agriculture, and that you are a big-time farmer. So do you want to share one or two words about being a farmer and using some of the innovative technologies that you have, had access to?
So farming, I call myself a farmer by birth. Okay, my father, being a carpenter, was also a farmer. This is a man that loves farming a lot. Okay, I remember one year in a farm, my clothes, all of them got burnt. And then he said, okay, what are you going to put on now? You don't have any clothes. I said, okay, no problem.
You use the leaves.
Yes. So that it's something that, remained inside of me. So even when I grew up and, of course, went into corporate work, there was always this calling for me to go back and continue my father's legacy. So I went back home at Serotai and then started investing in maize farming. Okay, and during my farming process, I was able to come across some few manufacturers of different products that can add value to farmers' work. Like EcoSteam's biostimulant. See, and that the biostimulants gives farmers the opportunity to increase the yield that they get every year by at least 25 to 30%, which has been a major challenge for most farmers, not just in Sierra Leone, but the rest of the world, due to climate change. See, so many farmers have been spending a lot of money, go through their farming process, and at the end of the day, the yields are not encouraging. So this discourages a lot of people to continue the process. But with the EcoSteam's biostimulants, it is a game changer.
So we need to talk about this EcoSteam biostimulant, maybe in another edition. But just throw a little bit of light on what that is. What is that?
So EcoSteam is a UK manufacturer of 100% biodegradable chemicals that you can use on plants. Okay, and for now they have, I think they have 4 products, which is the EcoVeg, EcoFruits, EcoTough, and then the EcoCereal.
Okay, so I think we'll have to go to see your farm where you have made use of some of these, and we'll have a deeper conversation on that. But that notwithstanding, it's been a pleasure talking to you and viewers who are just joining us. This is Emmanuel Lavalie. He's a young creative in Sierra Leone. He's a filmmaker. He's a business entrepreneur. He's, a lot of things as you see him. But it's been a pleasure talking to him today, and he has shared a lot of insights about being in the film industry and how he has produced some movies and how he's also into agriculture. We'll have the opportunity to talk with him again when we get to his farm to see some of the things that he's doing. But that notwithstanding, I want to bring this conversation to an end and to say thank you so much. Do you have last words for viewers, or maybe words of motivation for young people who want to follow your footsteps?
Yes, I say to young people, the only way we can solve the issue of food insufficiency and food security in Sierra Leone is for us young people to embark in agriculture. Let's invest in agriculture. I know it's a difficult challenge for a lot of people because farming is not cheap. That is one thing that people have to know. And also you need to have some knowledge, in what you want to farm, and that helps a lot. So young people, let's join hands. Let us go back to farming. Let's go back and make use of the bushes that we have. The good news is Sierra Leone has, a very, very, very arable land, and water is all over the country. So why not make use of the opportunity?
Thank you so much, Emmanuel. It's been a pleasure talking to you. And viewers, if you're just joining in, this is Chat with Nene Alice. Don't forget to send in your comments. Don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to like the video. When you like, then it gives me the motivation that people are watching it and, they're giving me some thumbs up. So thank you so much, and I wish you all a blessed day.
Thank you.